Hey guys, what's going on? Darren here from the Strategy Cantina, and today I'll be breaking down the Battle of Scarif. The Battle of Scarif was fought in 0 BBY between the Rebel Alliance led by Admiral Radis against the Galactic Empire led by Director Orson Krennic, with the Rebels' mission being to capture the Death Star plans which they'd only recently found out existed and located in the Citadel Tower on Scarif. The battle started when the Rebel fleet arrived to support an already deployed ground strike team. Moments after arriving over Scarif, Admiral Radis sent Blue Squadron down to support the ground troops before the Empire could close the planetary-wide shield gate. Then Gold Squadron started bombing the shield gate. As that was happening, the Empire deployed hundreds of TIE fighters, most from the shield gate, but 2 squadrons were deployed from the Star Destroyers. As the TIE fighters began to whiz around the Rebel fleet, Red Squadron suffered its first loss in the form of Red 5, which would later be Luke Skywalker's call sign for the Battle of Yavin less than a week later. As the Rebel U-Wings and X-Wing fighters engaged the TIE fighters, the Profundity, which was Admiral Radis' flagship, scored a direct hit on one of the Star Destroyer's shield generators and brought them down around the bridge. After this, Gold Leader went on the attack and fired ion torpedoes into the shieldless bridge of the Star Destroyer, completely disabling it and leaving it dead in space. The Imperial TIE fighters continued to chip away at the Rebel fleet and scored a few good hits on the Profundity, but luckily for the Rebellion, Mon Calamari's ships had a reputation of the best shields in the known galaxy. After being informed by Rogue One on the ground that they had to take down the shield gate so they could send the plans, Admiral Radis ordered a Hammerhead corvette named the Lightmaker, which had previously been hit and had reached the rear, to ram into the disabled Star Destroyer into the shield gate using its powerful forward thrusters. Upon impact with the Star Destroyer, the Lightmaker engaged full sublight thrusters and the disabled Star Destroyer barreled headlong into the second Star Destroyer, sending them both straight into the shield gate, tearing all 3 ships and the shield gate apart. But before destruction, the crew of the Lightmaker evacuated and made it safely away from the giant ensuing explosion. With the shield gate down, Rogue One transmitted the plans to Admiral Radis. Just as the battle was coming to an end, Grand Moff Tarkin exited hyperspace with the first Death Star and fired on the base at Scarif, destroying it and killing everyone there, Rebels and Imperials alike. As the Rebels began to leave the system, Darth Vader's Star Destroyer exited hyperspace, directly in front of them, cutting down the remaining Rebel ships like butter, before destroying the Profundity's bridge, killing Admiral Radis, and disabling the Profundity in the process. Darth Vader then led a boarding party aboard to retrieve the Death Star plans himself. However, this turned out to be a big mistake, because as Darth Vader was flying over to the Rebel ship, the Rebels managed to get the plans for the Death Star to the Tantive V4, which is Princess Leia's Corvette you see in the beginning of A New Hope, which was docked for a hyperdrive repairs aboard the Profundity. The sacrifice of a squad of Rebels who had been trapped behind a door, Tantive V4 exited the system. The Rebels' victory at Scarif resulted in the first Death Star being destroyed, and even though the battle had destroyed most of the Rebel fleet and killing many of their best pilots and leaders, the Alliance of the Republic still regarded it as one of the most important victories of the war. Well guys, hope you enjoyed this episode of the Battle of Scarif. Have a good one guys, join me next Sunday for the next Battle Breakdown. Goodbye everyone.